Warning. The following contains adult humor, strong language, alcohol use, and some ugly people. The alcohol did not help. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Roast of Ben Levin. I told all the roasters to dress as though tonight was a funeral, and I'm very glad that Ben showed up dressed as though he was at a Juggalo funeral. Before we get started, tonight is Ben Levin's 21st birthday. Which means he can finally not hold his liquor legally. So to get the night started, I would like to bring up what happens when a polymath does duster, the beautiful Charles Newby, to sing happy birthday to our young man.
Johnny Knoxville's here. Happy birthday, Ben. Ben Levin writes erotic fan fiction the same way Robin Williams tries on belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chattanooga's own sentient pair of work boots, Charles Newby. Are you guys ready to see a bunch of comedians be very mean to their friends and peers? So my name's Bryant Smith. I'm going to be your roast master tonight because I just am a glutton for punishment. And I want to start off by saying thanks, Olivia, for showing up and cackling throughout the evening as though she's going to be dragged to a stake in Salem. I wrote for a bunch of people I expected to be here who aren't, so this might get riffy. Natasha Ferrier's here, everyone. Natasha Ferrier hosts this great all-women show called Once a Month, which is really appropriate considering that's about how often I can hear her voice. It's nice to see Donnie Marsh's here, and he's drinking a beer instead of just sipping on a champagne glass of his own farts. Donnie is the most traditional values attractive comic in Chattanooga. Sarah Graham's here tonight, a big fan of the scene, big friend of the scene. Glad to see you can make it tonight instead of spending older men's money all night. And we're gonna go ahead and get into the roasters. So your first roaster, his unfettered gaze can give you HPV, so be very careful. We're very happy that the accident didn't take. He had a very bad accident recently where he almost drowned looking at his reflection in a lake. He's a newcomer to the scene. He's a new guy to the scene, but Natasha said he was cool, so we'll go ahead and bring him up. Everyone give it up for Natasha Ferrier's boyfriend.
One more time for your roast master, Bryant Smith, everybody. Let's get right into it. Bryant told me to dress like this was a funeral. Guys, let's be real. There wouldn't be this many people at Ben's funeral. It's a good turnout, you know what I'm saying? I'll get right into Bryant first. Bryant looks like a turtle without its shell. Yeah. He does. Bryant also has a fascination with retarded people, which is why he's such a goddamn narcissist. There you go. I got a bunch. Stop laughing. Yeah, Bryant accomplishes more in one game of D&D than he has in his 33 years of life. I would be willing to bet that Bryant has erectile dysfunction. Too bad he'll never find out. Yeah, I know I've had more sex than Bryant Smith the same way I knew Ben Levin was going to be a terrible comedian. One time's enough to be sure. Bryant, you really missed your calling to be a spokesperson for adult diapers. Bryant looks like the guy who always talked about shooting up a school but was too lazy to do it. Yeah. Bryant wouldn't let Natasha be on the show. That didn't bother me, because I knew Bryant had to take advantage of the first time he could reject a woman. Yeah. This is my last one for Bryant. Bryant actually has a tattoo of nerd life across his stomach. It's a really bad tattoo, but it's not nearly as bad as the one above his asshole that says Jimmy's cum jar. Thank you. Yeah, Jimmy Sowell's here, everybody. Give him a round of applause. Every time somebody sees Jimmy, they see a charismatic, nice guy. But every time I see Jimmy, I just see a black guy in the sunken place. Yeah. Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Now, Jimmy's good at rapping, comedy, and acting, and I'm not sure he'll succeed at either of them, because Jimmy has what's known as entertainment ADHD, otherwise known as way too much confidence. Yeah, Jimmy pursues comedy the same way Ben Levin has sex, aimlessly. Yeah, and Jimmy's a very good battle rapper, or as the rest of us call it, annoying at parties. Thank you. Yeah, all right, moving on to Bridgette Martin. She's a wonderful lady, all right? Yeah. Bridgette Martin has a joke that her vagina is a spitter. I just wish her mother's was. They get worse. Bridgette needs to change her joke from "can I sit on your face" to "can I sit on your upper half?" Yeah. Bridgette hosts a show with the Moxie, which is fitting because it takes a lot of moxie to run such a bad show. That's the meanest. When Bridgette Martin does 69, it's just called 60. With a circle. Yeah, Bridgette Martin's sexuality is unfuckable to most people. I love you, Bridgette. All right, moving on. Is John Ike here? John Ike, you look like a Mormon bad boy. Yeah. John Ike's biggest career comedy credit is knowing T.J. Miller for a semester. I think John isn't as successful comic as he should be because he didn't want to get Me Too'd. No, John does have an Emmy, though. I didn't know the Emmys gave out participation trophies. I'm just kidding. Emmy's his 18-year-old girlfriend. Seriously, like, what's not to like about John? You know, he's successful, he's smart, he's pretty funny. It's gotta be his dick, right? Man's single. All right, I gotta move on. I got a lot to burn through him. Ian Sharp is here, everybody. Yeah. Donnie winner for roaster, best roaster in Chattanooga. Ian is the biggest nerd I know, figuratively and literally. I like Ian a lot. He has a lot of all right qualities. He hates the government. He was in a metal band. He's very isolated. All right. Alt-right. Alt-right. He has a lot of alt-right qualities. That's what it is. It's alt-right. Yeah. Ian has a joke that he once got friend-zoned inside of someone, and that someone is his dear friend Bryant Smith. Right in Jimmy's jar. No. But actually, Ian Sharp has a huge penis. What a waste of a huge penis. I got one more for Ian. Ian is a ginger, which a lot of people think means you don't have a soul. And I take offense to that. That's troubling. Ian has a very good soul. It's just jokes, charisma, and a likable personality that he lacks. All right, Reed Landry. All right. Reed Landry is the funniest comedian in Chattanooga and somehow an even better person. Elijah Craan. Eliza, close your mouth. You're going to want to hear this. Yeah. A lot of people don't know this, but Elijah has actually been engaged, which surprised me a lot because I've never seen him even engage in a conversation. Doesn't happen. No, it's... I'm not here to say that Elijah still breastfeeds, but I am here to say that his mother's here and she told me that he still breastfeeds. And who would have thought would say the N-word before Elijah? Not me. Lost a lot of money on that one. No. But it's no secret that Elijah has autism, or as he likes to call it, a perfectly good excuse for being a virgin. Thank you. I got a couple of quick ones. Dave Hanna's not here, but I'll just do one quick one. Heather is a worse beard than the beard that Dave has. Ryan Darling's here, all right. Ryan Darling is a notorious asshole, which explains why he loves himself so much. Prostate. All right, and Charles Newby. I only roast stand-up comics. Get your guitar off my stage. All right, now to the man of the hour, going to Ben Levin. Happy 21st birthday, buddy. Buckle up. All right. Ian, Bryant, and Ben Levin all share the stage tonight. If you combine the hours of porn these three have watched, it would also be turning 21 today. A lot of porn. Older than the girls they're watching. No, but did anyone else notice that Ben Levine's hair got a liposuction? No, I bet Ben watches so much anime porn that he just calls that porn and the other stuff human porn. Yeah. Ben is the human embodiment of a cankle. His legs should be a New Balance sneaker. Ben is the only comic I know with like suicidal depression where I'm like, I get it. That makes sense. No, but doctors, this is recent, doctors actually discovered what causes depression. It's being terrible at stand-up comedy. Okay, we'll keep going. On top of comedy, Ben is a serious actor, too. A lot of people don't know that. Which makes me, in turn, bring out my inner actor when I have to act like I enjoy a set every night. Give me an Oscar. Now, I find it relieving that despite how much you masturbate, your mother has never walked in on you masturbating. How do I know that? It's because she hasn't killed herself. That'll end it for you. Yeah, Ben looks like he could still get molested as an adult. Yeah, yeah. I haven't done it yet, but I bet I can make Ben Levine hold my pocket at open mics. I thought Bryant would really like that one. Means he's my bitch in present. Yeah, no, but Ben Levine's chins remind me of a young Ben Dalby. There they are. All right, I only got a couple more. I guess. All right, Ben, congratulations on being able to legally drink. Too bad you can't legally be within 500 feet of a school. Can't. He's done. Now, Ben jokes about his divorced dad. Divorced dad. 2 words Ben couldn't do if he tried. No. But Ben wears a cast on his foot a lot. I don't know if you noticed. He's not tonight. But I think it's him just trying to hide the fact that he lost his foot to diabetes. And then my last joke. I can't tell if Ben looks more like Jared Fogle or one of the kids he fucked all grown up. Yeah, take a shot after that one. In all seriousness, Ben, I love you. You know you're a good friend of mine. Thank you for having this happy 21st birthday. Thank you guys very much.
Ethan McFall, everyone. And I gotta say, first time I've ever sat behind him, and I gotta say, Natasha, good job. He's got cakes. All right, so we're gonna keep things rolling along. Your next comic, luckily, we got this wild man some sedatives before we got started. They say there are 3 kinds of young up-and-coming comics. Guys that are trying to be Bill Hicks, guys that are trying to be Andy Kaufman, and guys that suck at being Andy Kaufman. And your next roaster is one of the third. They say he was conceived on a combination of LSD and vaccines, which kind of explains it. Guys, put your hands together for Elijah Craan.
Okay, Bridgette Martin is here. Bridgette Martin's been doing comedy for 10 years. Give it up for her. She's like the little engine that can't. Jimmy Sowell is here. Jimmy Sowell is a big fan of Childish Gambino. He's actually a lot like Childish Gambino, except he's white and he also lacks all talent and coolness. Jimmy Sowell's rap name is Nerdork, which is almost as embarrassing as being a white rapper in the first place. Jimmy Sowell's retirement plan is just working at Mojo Burrito. Bryant Smith is here. Bryant Smith runs a bus show. It was going to be a short bus show, but it brought back too many bad memories. Bryant Smith isn't a virgin, but he has big virgin energy. Yeah, Bryant Smith has adult acne. It's a little known fact, when Bryant Smith pops his pimples, more white stuff comes out than when he comes. Small loads, everybody. Bryant Smith isn't autistic, but he has all the interests of an autistic person. Bryant Smith wouldn't let Natasha be on this show, and it's not because he's a sexist, which he is. It's because he's intimidated by any woman funnier than him. John Ike's here. It's been almost 17 years since John Ike started doing comedy. So his comedy is now old enough to be in his dating range. Give it up for Ian Sharp, everybody. Ian Sharp has a big penis, but what you might not know is that a big penis isn't much use when it's shaped like a football. Ryan Darling is here. Ryan Darling and Michael Alfano have a lot in common. They both don't pay their hosts. They're both notorious assholes. And they both got DUIs. Yeah, people say Ryan Darling has a tiny penis. I can neither confirm nor deny this, but he certainly acts like he does. Ethan McFall is here. Ethan McFall actually suffers from thoracic outlet syndrome, but he's come to peace with it, which is good because no one gives a shit. Reed Landry's here somewhere. Reed Landry's worked a dead-end job for years at the Purple Daisy. But luckily for him, he quit that job. And now he works a dead-end job at Tremont Tavern. All right, time for Ben Levin, the man of the hour. Ben Levine's been doing comedy for over 2 years, and he still isn't any good. He's kind of like the little engine that could, if the little engine that could was mentally challenged. All right, that's everything.
Elijah Craan, everyone. Just give him a big old hand. He's doing his best. Oh, man. Elijah Craan is like watching the Special Olympics tell a dick joke. It's great. All right. So your next roaster, guys, is a very good friend of mine. He's got some pretty impressive credits. He was on a Comcast commercial once. He's also a graduate of the Hartford School of Hard Knocks, the Boys Academy of Rap Battling. And he's also been featured as a fluffer at every mic for 5 minutes. Let's give it up to a man who is proof that good looks do not equal talent, Jimmy Sowell, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. I would rather sit directly in front of Olivia than listen to any more of Bryant's talking. like right in front of her. Oh man. Elijah just went up. He did a great job. People say that Elijah Craan's an asshole, or that he's not an asshole, that he's just autistic. And I think he's talented to be both, honestly. But, you know, at least his mom can blame one of those on vaccines, so we're good. Elijah's Pornhub algorithm only shows him gangbangs because of how often he searches train. Elijah's got this really cool joke about an elevator. If only his other jokes worked on more than one level, it would fucking... Yeah. Reed Landry might be here tonight. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him wear sandals, but Reed's toes look like trail mix with skin. Couple peanuts, a raisin here or there. Reed loves Roadhouse. That's just because that's what he calls a trailer, what he grew up in. So, it's a house, it can be on the road. Man. Ian Sharp's here tonight. I've always thought Ian Sharp was an odd name for someone so round and soft. Ian Sharp looks like he printed his own fleshlight. He loves that fucking joke. He gets hard anytime it mentions he has a 3D printer. He's like, man. Ian Sharp paints miniatures. His favorite miniature is his erect penis. It's a level 3-inch necromancer. Sorry, necrophiliac. Sorry. Ian and Bryant are they're like a duo. They're like the human embodiment of the JJ's bathrooms. Two completely different personalities, but they are both disgusting. Bryant Smith loves wrestling. I think it has something to do with the familiarity of people getting paid to pretend like they're hurt. It's the only way he can get off. So Oh, man. If Bryant Smith walked as much as he walks audience members, he wouldn't be fat and ugly anymore. He'd just be ugly. Ethan McFall's here tonight. I've always thought it was funny that everyone thinks Ethan's dating Natasha Ferrier, but he's actually just haunted. Just fucking... Natasha Ferrier looks like the ghost that haunts a bowling alley. Like... You heard people talk about how Ethan McFall has some disease where he can't get fat, but his fragile male ego is obese as fuck. Which is why him and Natasha bicker so much. Also, she's a Facebook feminist, so like that causes a lot of problems. He doesn't believe in conspiracy theories, because, you know, why would the government do that? But if your relationship lasts another year, I don't give a fuck, the government was involved. So there's fucking no way. Man. Bridgette Martin's here. Bridgette Martin is gay, unless like you're the kind of dude that like, you know, would fuck her. Bridgette Martin's been doing stand-up for 10 years. Did I mention Bridgette Martin was here? All right. Ivy Weatherford didn't show up. I don't know if you guys know Ivy. Her hair isn't a reflection of her personality. It's a substitute. All right, let's get to the big boy himself here. We were supposed to dress. This is like essentially his funeral, like a lot of people have said. But I think there's going to be a lot more laughing at his funeral. I think. Oh man. And his mom hasn't walked in on him masturbating yet because she was in the room when he started. Man. What can you say about Ben Levin that isn't already said during the active school shooter drills, you know? Ben gets bullied by theater kids. I know because I'm one of them. Man, Ben Levin is really good at voices. My favorite voice that he does is anyone that's not Ben Levin. No, guys, Ben's a really nice guy. Ben's like a Facebook nice guy. He's hey. He's just, his voices, I don't know. Ben would love to be cucked. Because then at least that would mean he had a girlfriend. You guys want to see my impression of Ben Levin? Hey, you guys heard this joke on Cumtown? What? You don't listen to Cumtown? Well, it's this podcast called Cumtown, and it's about my mouth. I was there the night that Ben lost his virginity 1 year ago. I didn't want to be, but I was. I was agnostic at the time, but let me tell you, there is no God. After the events that happened that night and the slew of texts that followed, I wish with every fiber in my being that I had ruined my happy relationship and fucked that nasty woman. Only I know now what I knew then. The first text message I got from Ben that following morning was, I fucked my mom's 35-year-old work friend. She made me promise not to tell anyone. Like a lot. Class. Ben had it in spades. My fingers still smell like pussy and tacos. He was messaging really fast at this point, despite copying, pasting the messages he wrote to what I can assume was anyone who would listen. And for a virgin, he was very familiar with the smell of pussy, because I don't know if you guys know this, but he lives with Ben Levin. He also spent plenty of time browsing the topic on 4chan and doing research in his lab, what he named his mom's dresser drawer. The next message said something along the lines of, "She made me SpaghettiOs this morning." After she made me promise not to tell anyone a couple more times. Oh, man. If only Dave, who was also there, had not denied her advances as well, you know, I might still be a believer in an all-knowing, all-loving creator. If only there was literally anyone else there that wasn't that woman's 12-year-old daughter. Or niece. I don't know which one's worse. All I do know is they shared that can of SpaghettiOs. If only there was like a tree-shaped human, like a bush that just resembled a tree, but there was only a human-shaped Ben Levin. I guess the world is just fucking cruel like that. Happy fucking birthday, guys. I love you guys.
Jimmy Sowell, everyone. You guys know I used to believe in God, and then all this gun violence started happening, and it never happens to Jimmy Sowell, and it breaks my fucking heart. So, your next roaster was supposed to be Reed Landry. But he couldn't make it, so I'm going to roast him anyway. Reed Landry says that he gets higher than anybody. And that makes sense, because you would have to be fucking stoned to think Iron Fez is a good band. Fuck Iron Fez, they're shit. Reed Landry... Fuck Iron Fez. Reed Landry looks like how Chacos smell. Guys, Reed Landry is a master comic at reaching for low-hanging fruit, which he would have to be considering his height. But since that fucker can't make it, guys, give it up for Roaster X.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's fucking right. Fucking right, man. Yeah. No, I mean, fuck Reed Landry, but like, Iron Fez is a pretty sweet fucking band. I mean, like, they're a pretty good fucking band. I don't know any of you fucking people. I've heard them on like, I think they're on like Spotify or something. I don't know. I really don't. Give it up for your roast master, Bryant Smith. I'm gonna drop the voice. Y'all still don't know who this is. I'm still very mysterious. That's cool. Bryant Smith, let her hear it. I thought Bryant was a lesbian for the first like 2 years. I knew him. Bryant Smith looks like he recreates 9/11 in Minecraft. Bryant Smith thinks that walking a crowd is a credit. That's all I have written in my phone. You know, I came in from Australia today. I didn't have as much time as some of these guys. Elijah Craan is here. Elijah Craan has Asperger's. That means that he's like a savant of racism. Like to think Ben Levin is much like the Tom Cruise to Elijah Craan's Rain Man. Since he just kind of hangs around and takes advantage of his talented friend. rides those coattails and just is kind of a piece of shit throughout the whole movie. Ian Sharp's here. Ian Sharp looks like he has strong opinions on what fast food has the best fries. I forgot I wrote that one, but it's true. Ian Sharp wishes he could 3D print himself an audience. Or at least a booker. You post a lot on Facebook about painting minis D&D style. I always thought that was code for jerking off. I'm gonna go paint my mini. Paint it. Yeah, man, go ahead, dude. Why are you posting about this? Ian Sharp looks too much like a pedophile to get away with telling jokes about how much he looks like a pedophile. Bridgette Martin is here. The fuck does that say, dude? Oh, Bridgette Martin is the boy who cried wolf of local stand-up comedy in the sense of, yeah, come out to this show, it'll be great. She says it every time. Maybe 1 out of 10. Maybe, I'm sorry. Bridgette Martin looks like the high school English teacher who fucks her students and actually gets reprimanded for it. Like, oh, you crossed the line. She looks like the sexy librarian who isn't very sexy and also maybe illiterate. Maybe just the homeless person at the library. Ethan McFall is here. Ethan McFall's hashtag relationship goals are literally the same as the Clintons. It's a weird thing I learned about him one night, man. This isn't as much a roast, but it's true. He likes you too. A band comprised of Bono and a man that calls himself The Edge, and I know this is not a U2 roast, but come on, man. You know, Ethan, a lot of men would be intimidated by a woman who's better at their craft than they are, but Ethan isn't like a lot of men, you see, because Ethan's fucking stupid. Just kidding. Guys, I'm just kidding. Jimmy Sowell's here. Hey, Jimmy Sowell, go obstruct somebody's view, you tall motherfucker. Fuck you, man. Goddamn. Yeah, that's right, you're tall. Fucking, you're about to hear about it, bitch. Goddamn. Jimmy Sowell's overcome a lot in his life, like growing up poor and not being talented. Did you guys know that Jimmy Sowell has a Twitch stream? I knew, and I still don't watch. I know, I was busy. I wish Landry was here. The only fucking thing worse than Landry is his goddamn band, Iron Fez. It'd probably be nothing without that guy. I mean, say what you want about that guy, he's a goddamn musical genius. You know, comedy-wise, but like, goddamn. That kid can fucking rip a goddamn banjo. Heard he's got a great dick? I don't know, man. But, you know, I heard Landry only heckles Third Basement because he's sexually repressed. Somebody told me that Landry hires prostitutes, men and women, nothing sexual. He just wants to hang out, play cards, have somebody to talk to. You know, maybe if Landry wasn't such an old piece of shit, maybe his dad wouldn't have left. You know? No, I'm just just kidding. His dad didn't leave. His dad died. Just like all of his grandparents. Just because... It's because they couldn't stand to be around that little piece of shit anymore. You know what I mean? Kid's the worst. Oh, man, yeah, no, I'm so glad he's not here to hear this shit, man. You know, Landry, he's just a fucking turd drifting on the river of life that got sucked into the goddamn open mic comedy gully where he's just gonna circulate and fester. And you guys, it's me. It's me, you guys. It was me the whole time. I'm Landry. I know. Which brings us to the man of the hour because I want you to see my fucking face when I roast you, motherfucker. God damn it. Hey, do you guys know how you make dry ice? Showed a picture of Ben Levin. Oh! As we all know, Ben Levin, he turns 21 today, so now we're gonna have to get a lot more creative in how we deny him stage time at JJ's. I feel bad for Ben Levin and the Ben Levins of the world because what are they gonna do now that Blockbuster is gone? That could have been like, you'd have been set for life if Blockbuster just would have stayed open forever. I guess it's comedy, which sucks for everybody. Like, I'm not happy about that. You know, Ben's act is a lot like communism. It just doesn't work. From like the ground up, it just doesn't work. Put those glasses on. Don't put the glasses on, man. Come on. Put the glasses. Ben's got these stupid ass sunglasses. You'll see him. He's putting them on. Oh, I've kicked over both my beers already. Yeah, look at those dumbass sunglasses. Natural born killer, more like a natural born bomber. Oh, comedy jive. Was it worth it? That's fine. All right, I guess I got one more thing I got written in my photo. Ben's most appealing personality trait is that his mom has a pool. Thank you, Ben. I love you. Happy birthday. And thank you guys for putting me up here.
Let's keep it going for Reed Landry, who still doesn't understand how a mic stand works. So guys, we're coming into the final stretch, and your next comic has been taking a lot of dick, sort of like how she treats her social life. Your next comic has a lot of balls to be a leader of regional comedy. She's got a lot of balls for someone with a 40-pound pussy. Your next roaster is a modern woman. She is such a modern woman because she has more rubber dicks than groceries in her house. And take one fucking look at her, she's got a lot of groceries. Guys, I want you to put your hands together for the only redhead in the world I find repulsive, Bridgette Martin.
Fucking fat and my pussy's huge, but I get more pussy than all of you fuckers combined, okay? Except Sarah Carrion because you're a fucking tease. Oh man, your mom's 35-year-old friend, AKA Donnie Marsh. John Gable, you can write a book, you can do comedy, you can create whatever fucking drink you want. Walk in here dressed like an asshole, we still don't want to talk about you. Man. All right, Charles Newby. Well, I mean, actually, this can apply to all of you guys because you all do like multiple things, like Charles Newby, guitar, comedy, painting, Ethan, Natasha, comedy, serving. Elijah, comedy, chewing, and I don't know what the fuck. Reed, comedy. He's, I guess, in this band Iron Fez and making my panties wet. Jimmy Sowell, rapper, actor, comedian. Did anybody know that Ian Sharp's in a metal band? I don't know if he's told you. So metal frontman, comedy, and D&D. Jesus Christ. Bryant Smith, who's only jealous of Iron Fez because nobody gives a fuck about Bobby Anderson. Comedy. And drying up my panties. Ben Levin, actor, comedy, and we would trade you to improv, but honestly, you guys are even fucking weirder. So basically what we have here is a bunch of triple non-threats. So Charles Newby, a jack of all trades, but never to be a master of one. How many paintings do you have to sell so that you'll stop doing comedy? You thought Newby with a guitar was bad, but there's a white rapper who's also an actor and comic. Please move to Atlanta already. My favorite, sponge hair, tight pants, Ethan McFall. I'm glad I got that right. The last time I tried to roast him, all I kept saying was that he was good looking. It was really embarrassing. I asked him the other day if he had anything exciting coming up, and he said, we have the filming on Saturday for Natasha Ferrier's Punching Below the Bible Belt, proving that she has him right by the chapter 8, balls, balls, balls. His pants are so tight we can see there's not much else to work with. Except for that definitely not anonymous beer belly gut that just rubs on the parts, right? Rubbing on all the right parts, yeah. Rubbing on the parts that count, thank you. Okay, God damn it. You just get me going. Elijah, he's like Napoleon Dynamite. You like him, but you don't know why. We can say that because you're autistic. I heard Reed was supposed to be here in his Sunday best, which might be a shower. Did anybody know that Ian Sharp is in a metal band? He's produced shows, but he was also in a metal band. I wish he'd 3D print a girlfriend. He has more failed jokes than I have failed relationships. Bryant Smith. I'm hearing that Bryant Smith didn't let Natasha on the roast. Bryant Smith also wouldn't fuck me after fingering me, which means he can't handle women more funny than him or with bigger dicks. I can't believe I just admitted that. It's like I roasted myself. And still he would be the one to claim #MeToo. Bryant Smith, just shut the fuck up. He's like Ian Sharp, but he didn't do metal. I'm pretty sure Bryant Smith is into magic. You like magic, right? Not the card game, but like David Blaine, because you're like obsessed with him jizzing in other people's pants. The real magic is, how do you get fucked? Or booked? Benjamin Gilly Levine. That is his name. I double checked. Benjamin Gilly Levine. Which sounds like a character in the worst remake of Fern Gully. On New Year's Eve, he came to my house. I asked everybody to write down their goals for 2019. He wants to host a show, start a mic, party at JJ's. So can we just count all of this as one so we don't have to watch anymore? He also said he wants to headline more. When did you ever? Masturbating in the mirror doesn't count. The last thing he wrote was, fuck shit up. You've lived with Matt Harris. You live with your grandma. And she's funnier than you. I'm pretty sure shit's fucked. He cut his hair as if we didn't have anything else to make fun of. But when it was long, he looked like Eddie Vedder ate Marlon Brando and then did a terrible impression of him. Happy 21st birthday, Ben. Thank you.
Guys, Bridgette Martin. Proof that you don't have to be funny for me to like you. All right, guys, we've got one more roaster before we get to the man of the hour. And guys, the next roaster is a font of kindness. He is a creature that is just here to make everyone happy and everyone joyful, in spite of the fact that he's what happens when a fart noise becomes an incel. Guys, Ian Sharp is the only man in this room that beating up the pussy is a threat from. He's the nicest man I know. He's sweet, and he definitely looks like a history teacher that touches the kids. Give it up for the fucking son of a bitch, Ian Sharp.
Oh, gee, thanks, everybody. Hey, give it up for your host, Brian. He put this whole thing together. Give it up. Brian here reminds me of breast cancer. He's full of lumps and he terrifies women. All right. People don't know this, but me and Bryant are actually Eskimo brothers. That's right. We both get repeatedly fucked by the Chattanooga comedy scene. That's right. You know, Bryant here may not get booked as often as some of the other comics in town. Next joke. That is the perfect Bryant joke, by the way, because just like his material, it didn't have a punchline either. So. People don't know this about Bryant, but he does actually pull a lot of tail. That's right. That's how he catches the alley cats before he fucks them. That's also why Ben cut his hair. He was like, that's my face. That's not a cat's asshole. I know they're virtually indistinguishable, but listen. Natasha Ferrier's here, everybody. Give it up for Natasha. She's pretty well known these days. She's well known. A friend will often come up to me and they'll say, hey, do you do comedy with Natasha Ferrier? Man, she's really hot. I'd like to fuck her. And every time I'm like, Bryant, that's disgusting. Natasha, I'm not saying that you look like a cat's asshole, although Bryant definitely would. I'm just saying I'd never fuck a comic. Give it up for Natasha, everybody. She's extremely talented, and it shows. You know, most comics work their whole lives for years and years to carve out a meager career for themselves, but at such a young age, she's already got a really good start on 2. That's an Ethan joke. Ethan. Finally, it's sinking in. Ethan, I'm not saying you're a kept man. I'm just saying it's good to see you on a show by yourself for a change. It's not. I'm no longer a religious man, but I still pray every day that you someday get real fucking fat. That's all I'm saying. Up next on this hit list, we have renowned racial satirist Elijah Craan, everybody. One time, this isn't a joke, this is just a story. One time after a show, a lady came up to Elijah and was real upset, and she said, your set was very racist. And, you know, I know Elijah, so I wanted to come to his defense and be like, listen, lady, Elijah is no racist. I would know because I'm very racist. He hasn't been to any of the meetings, you know? I didn't actually say that out loud because Elijah is very racist. Donnie Marsh is here, everybody, unfortunately. I don't have a lot on Donnie. I just want to say, listen, no matter what he tells you, he is not single. All right, Jimmy Sowell's here, everybody. For those of you that don't know, even though it's been mentioned multiple times, Jimmy isn't just a comedian. He's a musician and an actor, which is why he dresses like he's always auditioning for The Outsiders. Jimmy's a tall guy. That got brought up earlier. He's a tall guy. And you know what they say about men who are tall, right? Statistically, they die young. Reed Landry is here. You know, I used to play music. I don't anymore. Bridgette's telling me I'm in a metal band. It's not true. I used to be. But in the music industry, you don't want to trash other musicians. You don't want to trash other bands. So when someone asks you about a band with music that you don't really like, you just say they're a really good dude. Reed Landry is a great dude, everybody. I love Reed. Fantastic person. Wonderful human being. Bridgette Martin's here. Bridgette may actually be the filthiest comic in town. I think it's fair. The only thing more offensive than Bridgette's jokes is her huge bush. I've never seen it, but come on. Bridgette has said before that she said it on stage that she likes receiving dick pics. So I sent her Ben Levin's headshots. Ben, happy birthday. Listen, everybody, I just want to make something clear. I want to be fair here. Ben's face does not look like that because he's fat, okay? It's actually a medical condition. He's very allergic to not eating. Ben, you bridge troll dumpster baby. Why are you? Listen, we haven't told you this, but all the other comics are placing bets. We got a pool going on. Which of us will be the first mass shooter? Is it going to be Ben Levin or Charles Newby? Ben looks like he was the kid in school who always smelled like ketchup. You know the one. It was him. Ben looks like he always just shit himself. Listen, it's no secret that I used to be pretty religious. I was actually very pro-life. And then I met Ben Levin. I'm going to finish on a story again. When I first met Ben, it was the first time I ever met him, I saw him actually perform here on this very stage at an open mic night roughly 2 years ago. And I'll be honest, he fucking killed, guys. He did great. A few days later, he was texting me, and I found out he was only 19 years old. So I was straight up with him. I was like, look, I'm not gonna rat you out, but just, don't do anything stupid. Play it cool. And then the very next Wednesday, he tried to order a beer and got banned from fucking JJ's for 2 years. And he hasn't killed since, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, the meanest son of a bitch in the world, Ian Sharp. All right, guys, it's time for the man of the hour. Let's go ahead and set a couch on fire for your 21st birthday. Let's do that, you dumb son of a bitch. All right. So, Ben Levin, one of my dearest friends. He definitely doesn't have bigger tits than Bridgette Martin, but he for sure has better ones. I love Ben Levin. He's such a sweet boy. Ben, you're like what happens when someone gives a puppy an anxiety disorder. I booked tonight. I did this show. I booked a roast for Ben because I knew if I didn't, he was going to book his own mall shooting. And I gotta say, Ben, happy birthday. I love you so much. And they say we only roast the ones we love, and I love the fuck out of you. Everyone give it up for the world's only unfunny Jew, Ben Levin.
I'd just like to say, I started here, I snuck in and did comedy. I love all of you, and I love you very much. But I am going to say some terrible things. So Jimmy Sowell is here tonight. Jimmy Sowell's a wonderful person, but Jimmy Sowell's his comedy always lands. He's a great actor. Too bad his acting career didn't. John Gable is here tonight, everybody. Give him up. John Gable is a great inspiration to me, but I hope one day that I do enough heroin to write a shitty book. Ben Dolby isn't here, but I just want to ask him, how does it feel to have a chest neck? A lot of people have talked about my penis tonight, but they haven't seen it. But people have seen Bryant Smith's adult acne. Bryant Smith pops his pimples the same way he jerks his dick, with tweezers. You know, Bryant Smith takes a very punk stance towards comedy, which means it isn't very good. Elijah Craan is here tonight. If you didn't know, yeah, bring it up. Come on. Bryant Smith is shit. Elijah Craan is autistic. You could say that he has a one train track mind. Matt Harris couldn't be here tonight, but I'm gonna fuck with him anyway. I lived with Matt Harris, and Matt Harris loves comedy. Almost as much as he did my prescription pills. You know, Bridgette Martin is here tonight as well, and she does a lot of depressing comedy, and I get it. I want to kill myself too if I ran the Moxie. You know, Bridgette Martin heard there was a roast coming up and she got out her bib. I loved that one. Okay. Anybody know John Ike? John Ike is here tonight. Yeah, John Ike's dating range on Tinder is 18 and up, which means his perfect first date is his zoomies. Get her ears pierced at Claire's. You know, me and Matt Harris got this thing going on. It's called The Amazing Race. It's who's gonna kill themselves first. John Ike plays minor league baseball, which means he loves minors. Bryant and Matt have a lot in common. They both lie about fucking my friends. Matt Harris is the only person I know that has gotten fat off coke. Natasha and Ethan are the most put together couple in the scene. Too bad Dave Hanna couldn't be a part of that. You think Dave Hanna's biological parents kinda knew? Ethan is an alcoholic. He likes his drinks the same way he likes his relationships. On the rocks. The JJ's toilet has more STDs than Bridgette Martin. I've been afraid to take a shit all night. Ethan McFall has thoracic outlet syndrome. And no matter how much he tells you about it, he's still not interesting. Dave Hanna's head looks like the bottom of my scrotum. This is a known fact. Jimmy wears snapbacks, but he's 32. Bryant's stand-up is a lot like his penis. He doesn't get up anymore. This is the last one I've got. But no matter how tall Jimmy is, he will still be a bottom.
Everyone, Benjamin Gilly Levine. I promise you guys we're going to book the next one for next year for someone's birthday, and it's also going to be this much of a shit show. If you guys have a little extra cash, I know we were taking donations at the door. If you have a little extra cash, just slip it into the boy's pocket. He's got a blackout to get into tonight. Guys, thank you so much for coming, and see you at the next roast.
Well, this was the roast. I hope you enjoyed it. Didn't have that many jokes, but fuck it.